Hello, fellers on the interwebs. This is a review of BFR report number 66051. Apparently, this happened in New Jersey. Um, I, I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting little story. So let's dive in here. I would like to remain anonymous as I don't want people to think that I'm crazy. Well, that bridge has been crossed, buddy. You know the stigma that comes along with people judging others that see similar things. This happened behind Wall Central School, in the school field between Scott Farms Development and the woods that connected to Blue Woodfield Avenue. There was uh, there was back then 2 rows of pine trees that were between the school field and the soccer farms neighborhood. It was behind 3407 and 3409 Brandon Road on the school field side. Well, that's awful specific, buddy. Um, so like here, okay, there's the school, Central, okay, Central School's the only Central School there. Field, trees, Brandon Road, Pilgrim Road, you got Woodfield over there. I'm seeing a problem here though, buddy. This this is not exactly podunk, right? This is not I don't know. Okay. Well, we'll continue reading. Um, what was observed? I had some strange experiences in my childhood. Okay, so we're going to talk about this or something else. Hmm. A friend from up the street, she and I would walk through the woods. That's a very interesting addiction. There was a path that went in a big circle where the older neighborhood kids would ride dirt bikes. It was about a mile around, I'd say. When we get about 2/3 of the way around the circle, we'd hear a single short whistles and small stones would be tossed near us. We thought it was the neighborhood kids, so kind of ignored it. But this would happen every time we walked around this section of the woods. About 3/4 of the way around the circle, we saw some matted down dry grass that looked like a bedding area. Also, some strange footprints as well in the muddy areas. There were huge footprints, and toes seemed almost rectangular in the dried footprints. Okay. We'd also smell a wet dog type smell in this area. The last time um, I was in the section of the woods was 75, 76. Okay. Okay. A couple other times I go with a friend to the Howell Farmingdale area. We'd walk back to an abandoned house in the woods and drink a couple of beers. We hear noises and saw some of the same size footprints that the neighbor and I had seen in the woods behind my neighborhood. Fast forward 5 years or so, the boyfriend and I were smoking cigarettes in the school field by the house I grew up in. It was fall, just at dusk, probably 6 p.m. ish. I happened to look across the school field and saw this huge shadow standing on a slightly raised hill across the school field by another neighborhood. Stared at that figure for a minute, thinking that person sure has long arms. It was probably 60 feet away from us at the time. Um, I stared a minute more. Suddenly, I could see the figure crystal clear as it bolted across the school field towards us. As it got closer, I could see reddish brown shaggy fur on his huge man ape type creature. Um, it ran towards us silently but with huge strides. As it came closer and closer, all I could do was yell, "Run!" And we ran through the neighbor's yard and back to my house. I told my mom what happened, and she said we shouldn't have been in the school field when it was getting dark. I was petrified the next day. My boyfriend and one of his friends went back to look for this thing, but we never found it again. I recently talked to my son about this incident and wrote it out for him as I wanted my story documented. I still to this day, get goosebumps every time I talk about it. So, you were hanging around after school. This really doesn't. This looks like more of a modern neighborhood. Could that be 70s? I don't know. Everyone's got a pool. Is that like a New Jersey thing? I don't know. Um, I, I don't know. Also noticed, I just remember seeing that thing across the school field from us as we finished up cigarette. I'll never forget watching it run full speed toward us silently, and it was huge, reddish brown fur with a few dried leaves in its fur. How did you know that from that far away? Dried leaves in the fur. Other witnesses, three, a neighborhood friend, walking in the woods together, sometimes with my dog. Um, well, um, hmm. I mean, there is kind of a large state park nearby, but in order to get to your area, you'd have to kind of climb over an airport. I, of course, I don't know what this area looked like in the 70s, but I would imagine, being that there's people surrounding it everywhere, there's probably not any Bigfoot living out there today. So I don't know. The problem with the maps is you can find the location, sure. These roads look brand new. You know, these houses do not look particularly old, although maybe they are and they're just well taken care of. I don't know. But yeah, I want to believe, but I'm skeptical. I don't think there are any Bigfoot there today. There's just no way. There's just the area is too built up. There's just too many people everywhere. You know, Sasquatch doesn't dig that sort of thing. Um, so I don't know. Let me know what you think about all this. You know, when you're kids, and I guess this was your stomping ground. You know, as a kid, and that happened in the 70s. And okay, um, I don't know. I don't know. Did you see something or not? It's just interesting. Usually I can tell when somebody's full of baloney, and usually I can tell when it checks out, and I'm not sure. You know, I don't have a clue. I want to believe, but yeah. If there was a Bigfoot family there, they're not there now, so I would doubt it. There are a lot of little woods and parks and stuff nearby, but Bigfoot likes his space. And there's an airport next to it. I mean, come on. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Maybe I've missed something in the translation, or you can look it up yourself. It's Report 66051 on the BFRO website. Thank you for watching, and y'all have a nice day. That's what I got. I'm out. It would appear you have reached the end of this video. Well, I want to thank you fellers for watching. Things that way. And if you could go ahead and, you know, share and like and subscribe and all that YouTuber nonsense that they say on the interwebs, what they do there. That'd be nice. Y'all have a nice day.